Alright lads, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, boys. I just got out of the shower, so my hair looks a little bit different. But today we do have a Regents data shown case? I don't know what to call it. Basically, you know what it is. It's the leaks week. I can't say leaks. Anyway, just look at the screenshot now. So, since the community misunderstands that collaborations and events units are confirmed just because they appear in the beta version, taking a decision does not specify what type of unit it could be. Festival, Halloween, or Christmas. That probably does mean out of the new ones we've got it in this little batch of cards that we've seen, one of them's probably Christmas, but you know, I'll talk about it in a minute. And I will not mention the collaborations. The information on official is just data that appears in the app, so the information could be possibly change in the future. It could be released some months later or never released. This is true. I mean, you can go back to the first one when we got what was it? Hauser was there. So was Esterosa, and so was Greyrod and Gopher, who are still aren't even in the game yet. Hauser just got added, I believe. What, last week, and he's been in the data for 5 months. Characters take time to release, they don't make it overnight, and you know, it's just how it is. I mean, even here, boys, chapter 18, Arthur dies. I don't think he's even done that yet in the story mode, so it goes to show that things just change over time. This is just them planning it out, so we should take a grain of salt. If anything, it's not even that much of a great information, because saying there's a new Esther who's coming is, we know it's coming because he comes up in the story mode. We know we're going to get to him eventually. But yeah, it's kind of got to be said. But it's cool to speculate and see what could be coming, because there are some characters I guess we didn't know were going to be coming just because they're not based off story mode. So let's just jump into it. So on screen now, once again, you can see it. Going over the first one, Human Race, Henriksen. The same one we've seen in the past. This one, apparently he does have a new ultimate, which makes sense. It should be a part 3 unit, which I guess is no longer a thing now. Escanor, this was supposed to be a Halloween unit, apparently from the data we've seen a few months ago. I still think it is going to be Halloween. I'm not too sure yet, because once again, if they've designed a character to be Halloween based, then typically the actual moves has some sort of Halloween gimmick to it, like Pumpkin Bomb, Gopher. So you know, you can't just change that overnight, right? So I'm not too sure what we're going to do with him. But then we have got leaks of Matrona Halloween. So, I know, who knows, man, who knows. But whatever. Grima, I think, was still already there. Barn, that should be the one for Ragnarok, if we even get that one. Makes a lot of sense. Zarathos is a new one. So once again, Zarathos is not in story mode. So we don't know when he's going to show up. He can literally show up anytime he wants to. Could be a Christmas unit. Dreyfus, this is the first SSR Dreyfus I believe we're going to get. So, you know, he can be whatever he wants to be. Shin, he's been there for a while now. Meliodas is a new one. So this one, I mean, who could it be? It can't be Lost Fane, because I mean, it could be the green Lost Fane, but I doubt they're gonna release another one that soon. It could be a blue or red version of Assault Melee. Good chance it's either a seasonal. I mean, we've gotten a few seasonals, but it'll be a new named Meliodas. So it could be the actual old Meliodas we had in the past with the massive sword. It could be Berserk Meliodas. I doubt it's anything further in the story mode, because that is a lot to come. I know, granted, this could come out like, let's say 5 to 6 months, but I still don't think Meliodas does anything in the last, like, you know, in the future. That's, I mean, he does, right? But nothing close enough to where we're going to warrant a new unit. So this is either got to be someone in the past or just a new completely random seasonal unit, because yeah, I'm not too sure. Original Gopher, been there for a while. Zeldris is new. Zeldris, what does he do? He does, I mean, you could argue this could be Ominous Nebula Zeldris, because once again, if this is months in the future, we could possibly get to that point in the story mode where he is there. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything in the story mode until that point, so I'm not too sure what that could be. It could be a Ragnarok version, if he somehow shows up. I don't think he will. Maybe even a the movie one, but I don't think so either, because that's just not what's going to happen. Greyrod, never going to come to the game, apparently. Esterosa, if he's still coming, it's probably still going to be Festival Esterosa, because he is literally the final boss of this current Season 1 right now, which is taking months to finish. But yeah, this guy should be definitely, I think, definitely going to be a Festival unit. But in Fairies, this is a new one. So King, I believe we still have that from the last one, which should be a King from Ragnarok, which is going to be Small Wing King, a new version of him, possibly a green or red version. So he's not really new, but the new one is Old King, Old King Fat? Okay, Old Fat King. This, we've gotten all blues. We've gotten all the colors. We've gotten blue, red, and green. So this one will be a new name king, which I don't mind. I mean, once again, this could be a seasonal. This will make a lot of sense, actually, to release a seasonal Santa one, like a Christmas king. That would make a lot of sense. So I hope that is actually the Christmas one, because once again, he does put Christmas, meaning that one of the new characters added to this batch of characters or batch of data is supposedly supposed to be a Christmas character. So that could only really be, you know, Meliodas king, or old fat king, Zardris, and Zeldris, and then New Diane. Yeah, because all the other ones we've seen so far. So one of them have got to be an actual Christmas unit. I hope it is king, because that'd be just funny to see. Moving on, we do have a lane. We already have Winged Elaine, so it's most likely going to be a new blue or green version of the current. Is it? Yeah, she's red. So yeah, the current one we have right now. And then moving on to Jack, we do have Matrona, which is leaked to be an actual Halloween unit, which you can see on screen now. She's probably coming next week on JP. And then New Diane. So already we're getting another small one. It's safe to say this is, if it's a festival, fair enough, but there's no way. It's got to be a blue or red version of the current Diane we have right now, the Ragnarok one. That's just because, I mean, surely they don't add a new one. And then a new Diane, she isn't small, so this most likely got to be a festival. Can I say that? Because, I mean, Diane coming up, she in a green suit, she does do something during the fight of Estarossa, so that could be an excuse to add us a festival. Bear in mind, this will be months down the road, so getting a new Diane would be a thing that's possible. And I guess even going into the new season, she don't really do too much, but I mean, yeah, surely if we're gonna add a new big Diane, it's got to be a festival. They're not gonna add a new name Diane. There's no way, right? Like, that's not a festival unit. And then moving into goddesses, Elizabeth, once again, that was leaked apparently. Data leaked, data showcase of to be a festival unit. Saria and Tamiel should be the Arbus and Solidity one, so the one that we've seen already in game. So this isn't, I mean, it could be one, but I think it might be Solidity, like the female Sariel, and then the single head Tamiel, basically. And then all vampires, which have been there since from the start. Gelda, which, once again, I wouldn't mind her being a festival. It makes a lot of sense, actually, because, well, she is basically not the king of vampires, but she is the main vampire in the story mode, or like the story of 7 years, really. And then Camilla's the new one as well. So Camilla should be a Halloween unit, realistically. I mean, it makes sense, right? She's literally like a furry, a night cat, like beast, whatever. It makes sense for her to be a Halloween unit. So yeah, boys, that is all the information. So yeah, let me know what you think. I mean, once again, this is just text. It's literally like nothing, but it's cool to see what could be coming. And majority of these characters, apart from a few like Meliodas and Zeldris, are expected to be coming anyway, because, well, Dreyfus and Henriksen, they shown up in the story right now. That's why they're going to characters. You know, we're going to eventually get Escanor, Barn, King, Diane, Meliodas, all based off the Ragnarok versions. You know, we've already gotten Diane and Meliodas, so we're expected to see all the sins too. So that's nothing really new there. And then I guess the old fart king's kind of a good one. It's got to be Santa Claus, right? That is a missed opportunity if they don't do old fart king as Santa Claus. That I'm just saying that's that, because they've already given, you know, Meliodas and Barn like Christmas outfits. Just it has to, like, look, I'm putting my money down here. If that doesn't happen, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything, but you know, that's got to come true. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to probably my biggest one. Yeah, honestly, Fat King. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Annoyingly, considering the last one, they you know, there was apparently a new Cusack and Chandler, which are no longer in this list, so they may have gotten removed. I had my hopes up that we might get the Cheeks Chandler, which they just shown in the story mode as well. I'll put a screenshot on screen so you can see it. I took that from when I was on my JP account. I hope we get that character, because this is funny, man. Like, throwing off like little minions, it's funny. But boys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and yeah, stay tuned for that today. We should have a PvP video coming out again. So yeah, thank you for watching, and peace.